So everyone, good evening very much. Good evening. And I welcome you all to Shubh Yoga's TTC course webinar that I will be taking you today. I will give you some information, very important information about the courses we are providing and the courses you have joined or you will be joining in the course in the meantime. My name is Shachi Khemuka. I am from Nagpur. I am a yoga teacher and I have my own classes and I teach in the TTC courses also, as you can see, because I'm here to take your webinar. Now, this webinar is for the course structure, the course details, and what you can do after doing these courses. And as you can see, the courses are all online. So it is a very good approach actually with online sessions, with online courses and classes. We are actually increasing your reach. So if you guys people cannot go anywhere to attend the classes physically because it takes time, the conveyance time, the charges, everything is included, in doing, sorry, in joining the personal classes or the offline classes. So we are bringing these courses online to you. So on just one click on your computer or screens, you can enter the classes, and that is what important about this course and very good thing about this course. Now, let me just give you something about some introduction about the Shubh Yoga Foundation. Shubh Yoga Foundation was so founded by Mr. Rajiv Kaswal and Sachidanand Kaswal. It's located in the Rishikesh area, a beautiful town in the Northeast India, and we have a setup over here. The teachers in this institute are from different places. Who will be teaching you in different courses? Like there will be a separate teacher for your theory classes, a separate teacher for your practical classes. Maybe the topic special teachers for some special topics like meditation also. So there will be different kind of teachers interaction in the whole course. Will be there in the whole course. There will be like you won't find only one teacher teaching you for 3-4 months, depending upon your courses. So that is how we keep different special teachers, specialized courses teachers also, so that you can interact with many people and get an idea of different kind of teaching as well. Now, letting you in this foundation, we have already taught around 15,000 people already in yoga and various forms of topics of yoga other than the yoga TTC also. And they are already working very, very nicely in different parts of the world. And we have students from all over the world in our classes. Coming back to the course, we will all tell you the details of the course beforehand, and we will give you the details like what topics are to be included in what type of course. The courses we are talking about, the basic to advanced level of the yoga TTC, that is teachers training course. We have 200 hours teachers course, 300 hours teachers training course, 500, and so on as well. So the course materials or the course topics will be depending on the level of courses you are doing. As a beginner's course, just for example, if we are doing the 200 level or 200 hours of course, so we will try to give you the basic information which is needed for a yoga teacher, which is very important for a yoga teacher to know, like, what is yoga, the starting of the yoga philosophy, the basic and intermediate asanas, which you all should know as a yoga teacher, even if it is the basic course and a beginner's level. So the beginners and intermediate level course, intermediate asanas and lots of practice of the asanas is there. In theory, we try to give you everything important from the mantras. Like as if you join the course, you will see that we always start our classes with mantra or prayer or some kind of hymn or verses. So these are mantras and the prayers we start the class with. And literally, it is not just what we start with a prayer or we take the name of God before the starting of the God. In yoga, we have special importance of mantras and prayers. So chanting of some verses, mantras and prayers have its own importance in the yoga literature. According to various saints and Rishi Munis, It has its own vibration. It kinds of changes your positivity around you, and makes and gives a little bit different vibration to your environment and surrounding, which makes it positive, energized, and so on. So mantras have its own importance and benefits for the human body and mind. Then we start the session from mantras. We have the topics like Surya Namaskar. As a beginner, everyone thinks like Surya Namaskar is the a round of 12 steps and that's it. But Surya Namaskar in itself is a complete theory. It takes a one whole session, I'm telling you. So it's just not asanas. It has some of the basic scientific importance behind those asanas, behind the importance of standing positions, lying down positions, the importance in Surya Namaskar, in which direction you see, at what time you do it. So all these importance, everything from a yoga teacher to all the yoga beginner yoga teachers, we try to give you, so that there should not be any requirement or provision of any kind of mistake or any kind of doubt. When you pass out from here, we try to give you everything possible that is fitted in your mind. So these are some topics like mantras, then Surya Namaskar. Then we take the complete anatomy filled with all the organs and body organ system. We try to give you an idea of all the body organ systems, so that as a yoga teacher, you should be able to understand what part of the body in any person is going through some disorder or disease. So you should be knowing all the details about, the different kinds of bones, where is the stomach, where is the intestine, in which direction the intestine is moving, why are we massaging from left to right, why are we not massaging the stomach from right to left, okay, why should we need to sleep on our left side rather than right side. So these small things which you must have already heard in somewhere at your home, and in your daily house course, that maybe don't sleep on your right side, sleep on your left side. So why is it important? So that is how we try to give you each and everything possible, because anatomy is very, very important to understand your client's need. If somebody is suffering from a lumbar pain, you should be able to differentiate between the lumbar bone and the thoracic bone. If you don't know what is the lumbar bone, you won't be able to cure that person. And maybe you're doing actually bad to that person by giving him asanas which are not required or which are not allowed. So there is something called it in yoga. We try to give attention, or like it is already written or mentioned in yoga, that please concentrate on what you can do, rather what you cannot do. So every person, maybe if you have any disorder, it's nothing like you cannot be a yoga teacher or you cannot do some yogasanas. There is always many yogasanas you can do, and like we can avoid the asanas we can not do. And teaching is something which you can do without even demonstrating yourself, or without even doing on yourself, your body. So that is how we try to train and teach everything in the course. That's how you should be an ideal teacher. Ideal teacher, with the topic ideal teacher comes the code of conduct and responsibility as a yoga teacher also. So that is also a topic included. After the anatomy, we have yoga teachers training techniques, then code of conduct in the health industry, and from the entirety from where you are doing the yoga courses, there is some certifications, there are some licenses, there is some responsibility. After becoming a health instructor, you have some responsibilities, ethical points which you need to fix in your mind. So these are all included in the course. Then anatomy is the physical and scientific thing, or the biology what we're talking about. After that comes the yoga philosophy. Now yoga philosophy, I assure you, we will try to give you each and everything possible and very nicely fit into your mind, because in yoga philosophy comes Sanskrit shlokas. Everybody, like Sanskrit shlokas, whether we will be able to know them, whether we will be able to study them and read them properly, we are just giving you, we will be giving you the least difficult method or the easiest possible method and understanding of the philosophy, because as Gita is in Sanskrit shloks, but nowadays it has already been translated into so many languages, and you understand each and every verse very nicely if you read the translated version, right? Similarly, in Yoga Sutras or Patanjali Yoga Sutra, what I'm talking about, the yoga philosophy, the book from Maharshi Patanjali, it has been originally written in the Sanskrit, but we have all the translations available with us, and we try to explain you very nicely and very shortly, as short as possible, so that you understand the essence or the meaning of that line, meaning of that verse. It should not be very in detail, not nothing like, we are just explaining you and explaining you for maybe 1 hour, two, three shlokas we explained you, and then in the end of the day, it's nothing in your mind. So Sanskrit shlokas, yes, they are hard to understand, but we give you easiest possible way to understand, and how to link different verses, one by one, one after the other, how to link one verse from the with the previous one, so that you understand the sequence and the link between them. Why have they been given in that particular sequence? So that is the easiest way possible. I have been taught a similar way with, from my teachers, and I just try to forward it in the same manner, because that's the easiest possible thing you can do for Sanskrit shlokas and Gitas. So once we, give you this kind of teaching, you will be able to read any particular book in which is given in the sutra formation. Sutras means Sanskrit shlokas, right? Like Gita, like Mahabharata. So everything is in the slok formation. And you just have to link one with the previous one. That's how you know the whole story behind it. Okay, so that is how we will take the yoga philosophy also. Then we have different texts or scriptures from the historical scriptures from different yoga rishis and yoga gurus, like Hatha Yoga Pratipika. Now we are talking about the traditional Hatha Yoga, right? That's where it comes from, the yoga. Nowadays, you find so many versions of the yoga. Give me one second. Sorry. So nowadays, like, you must be knowing about so many types of yoga: Hatha yoga, Vinyasa yoga, Bikram yoga, hot yoga, naturist yoga, Iyengar yoga. So there are so many types of variation these days, but it was started with the Hatha yoga, the traditional form of yoga, right? So that is what we try to teach you, all the different kinds of yogas also. But because as a teacher, you should be able to answer everyone's question, and you should be able to differentiate between, different kinds of yoga. Like nowadays, we have a Chinese variation of yoga, like yin and yang also. So there is that also coming, but it has come, the base, and the concept came from the traditional yoga itself. With the fast life, you have to be fast in everything, and that's how we have so many variations in the yoga. Originally, there used to be 85 yogasanas. Now there are thousands of yoga. There are more than, variations of each and every asana in different kinds, in different directions. So these are all new somethings which has been added to the traditional yoga. So we try to give you an idea about all these things, so that you take your own decision and you start your own classes accordingly. What type of yoga you want to be perfect in, and what you want to take for other people's, what you can do yourself as a body also, that is also very much needed. And if you already have some kind of certification in yoga, it's a better understanding which will be given to you, because you already knew the concepts and base about it, right? So we have Hatha Yoga Pradipika also. In at least the beginners level, we have Patanjali Yoga Sutra, not all the sutras, but half of the book, and the Hatha Yoga Pradipika. And then we will be having meditation, some mudras, the understanding of the pranayams, and then a little bit about Ayurveda, the Dincharya and Rutucharya, so that we understand the difference between the Ayurveda and naturopathy as well. So these are some things this will be there in the yoga courses, like 200 and 300. And as the level increases, like 500 and 800 hours, so the scriptures and the books and text will also be increases. So where, as you go from 300 to 500, you will be seeing the addition of the yogic biology. The scientific biology is something which you can cut and see, and the yogic biology is something which you won't see it otherwise. It's not physically, it's a concept like pranas and koshas and so on, and doshas, tridoshas, panchakoshas, saptakoshas, and all these things, 5 elements. So these are something called as yogic anatomy and biology. So that will be included in the advanced levels, and some more concepts and text, of course, like Hatratnavali and so on. Like I'm just giving you an example. So there are so many texts which has already been written in the yoga. You just need to read it and get an understanding, so that you understand the complete whole yoga. It's not only the asanas or the physical practice. It's also our lifestyle. As you can see, if you already know the dincharya, what we already do in a day, it has come from the Ayurvedic dincharya. Getting up it in the morning, brushing our teeth, getting fresh, doing a little bit of exercise, taking bath, and then taking breakfast. It's a whole sequence of the dincharya. That is how we have been trained since our childhood and since ages. That has been passed by our generations to generations. So that has come from our Vedas and the Puranas only. That is nothing different what we are doing. So these are the course, about the course details. Then I would like to put some light on the career graph around yoga. So it depends on the person how much you want to take yourself ahead. Is it kind of a helping and seva, something people do and go in that line as well after you do becoming a yoga teacher? So, and as a career, I'm telling you, like after especially the COVID area, the health industry is in boom. I myself is a product of COVID area. Like as in yoga teacher, I'm telling you, I'm a post-corona yoga teacher, because I felt something in the body that needed to be rectified, that needed to be repaired. Then I entered the yoga for myself first. I started liking it. I started doing it more nicely. And then I didn't that is how we enter in the yoga industry. Like first you do it for yourself, for your body and mind, then you try to go into the career thing. And I'm telling you, because it gives, you see that it giving you the benefit, it is giving you the results what you want in your body, and that's how you try to take it as a profession, so that you can pass it on to others also, right? So that is how I entered in the health industry, and I started liking it. And then and finally I'm a yoga teacher over here, teaching so many people. Are you there? And I'm telling you, I have read Patanjali Yoga Sutra, which many teachers don't even read it after becoming teachers. I have been teaching this, and I'm doing it every month, and with every time I get more and more knowledge into the yoga topic, into the yoga itself. What is yoga? So that is how something you will start liking it, and you will finally try to divert yourself in a yoga enlightened world. Like you will be compassionate, you will be content in the heart, you will be satisfied with everything. That's what yoga tells us and teaches us. So this is something career option also, I'm telling you, for especially upcoming children already who are there in the health industry, who work as the uh, physical exercise, who have been interested in doing all their life. They can learn about it, they can start it as a career. In India, it's a very, very good and upcoming market, but I'm still telling you, in Middle East, in some countries in the western part, it is still such a boom, and there is such a need of so many yoga teachers depending on their level of instructions and level of teaching. And people are actually earning their proper living. Like proper living, I'm telling you, they're like earning so good in this particular industry, because there is a demand not only for yoga teachers, especially for health industry. And especially I'm telling you, if you are little bit into watching reels and videos on Instagram or on videos, so if you have noticed, nowadays, like the celebrities and the big tycoons and so many people they have shifted from the gym to yoga these days. If you have started noticing, earlier they used to put their gym videos. Now they are using their yoga videos to put on their social media and all these places, because yoga is giving them more their like body, like it helps us go into our own original form. Like, just I'm telling you about example, like if I'm a woman, I don't need a body building like a man, or a bodybuilder like body, biceps and triceps and six packs and nothing. That happens when we go to the gym, basically, and you don't work out according to your body. When you come in the yoga industry, you get the proper flexibility, the stiffness reduction, more flexible body, more human like body, like women like body in women, men like body in men. Everything is counted for. So that is how you can differentiate in the exercises, also get a good looking and good healthy body as well, according to male and female bodies. Other than that, the because anybody would want to do and make a career out of this course, so definitely it's a beginning only, and there is a long way to go in the career option as well. So these are something about the 200 hours and 300 hours, all the yoga courses what we are providing. And these are the some of the topics. We have like more topics. I have just given you what is the main topics we try to teach in the yoga courses. Okay. Many of people are asking questions. Anybody is up for questions? Hello. 1 second. I'll see the chat box. Seema Dosaj. Seema Dosaj, can you unmute?
Yeah,
Yeah,
ma'am.
hi. You have many questions, I guess.
Not yet. Many cleared actually. Yeah. Actually, I
Yeah.
want to ask, I am 87 weight, and can I do this?
Oh, yes, definitely. All the exercises are majorly, they start with the weight loss and fat loss reduction, and then you start getting other benefits also with that. So it's kind of
Okay.
different kinds of yoga which you can apply. It has, I don't know, like, why is your weight this much and what is your height? But there are many underlying problems, or it can be nothing
I
like a
have
problem.
actually thyroid. I have thyroid also,
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm telling you. So
I
basically,
was
we try to
depressed.
find
I was
out.
in depression. That's
Uh,
why I gained weight. I was
oh,
in depression.
okay, okay. I got it, Seemaji. No problem. So that's what I thought I'm telling you. Like, that there could be an underlying problem because of something what you're facing, any kind of disorder or disease, or there could be only just a lifestyle thing which gives us some kind of diseases and disorder. It's not an underlying body or, physical issue. It could be just a lifestyle issue. That is also when you try to read all this, and when you try to when you join all these courses, you understand what is wrong with yourself, or maybe what is wrong with the clients you're having, and that's how you can work on yourself as well. So definitely, or everyone can do. Have you seen Milind Soman's mom? Milind Soman's
Uh,
mom is somewhere around 86
I'm
or
fan of
88
Milind Soman, but
years.
not aware of his mom.
So she is like too old, and she is a great yoga practitioner. I won't say a
Okay.
teacher, but yeah, she's a practitioner. So people actually start in 50s, 60s years also, and they're good doing in yogasana. Everyone can do that. Everyone.
Okay.
That is what I'm
And
telling you. Try to
and with
concentrate
back
on
pain
something what
also.
you can do. Yes, it is there. Ma'am, it is, we have like solution for everything. Provided what needs to be taken care before the other problem. So that is something of, taking
Okay.
yeah, that has to be taken in carefully consideration
Okay.
before. So that's, but I can understand because of the weight, there might be a bad
One more
problem.
question. If I have some problem in my back and I have spondylitis and something, then how can I teach others? And
Uh,
how can I correct the correct people?
See, again, I'm coming to myself, but the a best example is about yourself only. So I am suffering from my lower back, a little minor sciatica from last 13 years because I met an accident.
Okay.
But I am teaching all the courses. I have my own private classes. I have my own yoga students. I am teaching. So that is what is, you just have to do some asanas 1 or 2 times to demonstrate to others. You need not do
Okay.
them 100 times or 10 times to give them, the idea how it is done. So that
Okay.
is something you need to understand, how to demonstrate and how to practice. These two are different things. Anyone
Yeah.
can teach all the asanas without doing them themselves also. You just need to know how to put it in front of other people,
मैम
right?
एक्चुअली आई थिंक बहुत सारे लोग हिंदी में जानना चाहते हैं,
हाँ, नहीं, मैं
तो वी
हिंदी
आर
में भी
टॉकिंग
बता
इन इंग्लिश,
दूंगी,
तो
मुझे पता
हाँ.
नहीं था. आई वॉज टोल्ड टू टेक दिस वेबिनार इन इंग्लिश, लेकिन मैं हिंदी में भी बता देती हूँ सबको. एवरीवन इज अंडर कंफर्टेबल विथ हिंदी?
या
ओके,
वी ऑल
या,
आर हिंदी.
ओके. सो मैं ये
No, I'm
आपको
not speaking Hindi.
या, हु इज स्पीकिंग, सॉरी?
My name is Keshet.
कैशित.
Yes.
Yeah. So Keshav, I've already explained everything in English. So I'll
Okay.
I'll just translate those things only in short to people who understand Hindi.
Okay.
So yeah, तपस्वी, yes, मैं आ रही हूँ आपके साथ. So तपस्वी, मैं आपको यही बता रही थी कि हर कोई योगा कर सकता है. हर चीज का प्रॉब्लम का सॉल्यूशन है योग के पास. कोर्सेज आप करेंगे आपको तब समझ में आएगा. अगर आप टीचिंग में इंटरेस्टेड है, आगे क्लासेस लेने में, टीचिंग में, योगा इंडस्ट्री में एंटर करने के लिए, दिस इज द बेस्ट
Ma'am,
टाइम, दिस इज द बेस्ट कोर्स. हाँ जी.
sorry to interrupt you. Can you please tell us in English? We are not comfortable in Hindi.
Okay. Tapasvi, that's what I told, everyone, that I've already taken everything in English. Right
No,
now,
it's about cervical spondylitis.
cervical spondylitis, I'll come back to you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So हिंदी में भी बैचेस अवेलेबल हैं हमारे पास. डिफरेंट बैचेस हैं, इंग्लिश के लिए अलग, हिंदी के लिए अलग. सो इट्स नथिंग टू वरी अबाउट. ओके. और जिसको हिंदी ज्वाइन करना है वो हिंदी ज्वाइन कर सकता है, जिसको इंग्लिश ज्वाइन करना है वो इंग्लिश ज्वाइन कर सकता है. सारी जो में भी मैंने आपको कोर्स के बारे में बताया, मंत्रा, सूर्य नमस्कार, एनाटॉमी, ये सब सिखाया जाएगा. उसके बाद योगा फिलॉसफी आती है, कुछ ग्रंथ आते हैं, ये सब रहेगा. मेडिटेशन रहेगा, मुद्रास रहेंगे, प्राणायाम रहेंगे. करियर ऑप्शन मैं आपको बता चुकी हूँ. ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड योगा टीचर्स एंड इंस्ट्रक्टर्स बहुत डिमांड में है. अगर जनरली मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगी कि जो अनमैरिड लोग हैं और जो बहुत ही यंग एज में है, जिस स्कूल से निकल के आपने समझ लीजिए योगा इंस्ट्रक्टर कोर्स ज्वाइन कर लिया, उनके लिए तो वास्ट अपॉर्चुनिटीज है, बिकॉज कहीं पे भी जा सकते हैं. अब मान लीजिए कि हमने अभी मिड एज में अपना करियर शुरू किया है, तो आप जहां हैं वहीं पे से कोर्स कीजिए और वहीं पे ट्राई कीजिए कि अपना खुद का आप एक स्टूडियो या अपने क्लासेस को एस्टैब्लिश कर सकते हैं. आजकल ऑनलाइन की वजह से तो इतना रीच बढ़ गया है कि आप जहां पे है वहीं बैठे बैठे आप दुनिया भर के या अपने पूरे देश के स्टूडेंट्स को और क्लाइंट्स को अप्रोच कर सकते हैं ऑनलाइन क्लासेस के थ्रू. तो वो हमारा ज्यादा मेन रहेगा, क्योंकि ऑनलाइन क्लासेस हैं तो आप देखेंगे कि कैसे क्लासेस लेते हैं ऑनलाइन में. जरूरी नहीं है कि आप सिर्फ टच करके ही अलाइनमेंट ठीक कर सकते हो, आप देख के भी अलाइनमेंट ठीक कर सकते हो. तो ये सब ही हम आपको योगा कोर्सेज में सिखाने वाले हैं. जितना भी आपको योगा कोर्स के बारे में डिटेल्स चाहिए, वो राजीव सर को, जो उन्होंने नंबर डाला है चैट बॉक्स में, उनको कॉल कीजिए. उनसे सारी जो भी आपको और उसमें की क्या डिटेल्स चाहिए, वो आप उसमें टाइमिंग्स क्या है, कौन से हिंदी बैच है, कौन से इंग्लिश बैच है, वो सब आप उनसे कॉल करके जान सकते हैं. कमिंग बैक टू तपस्वी, you were talking about the sciatica pain. So the pain I am talking about, I have from last 13 years is sciatica, and you're talking about cervical spondylitis. See, cervical spondylitis, we need to see how much of level of cervical spondylitis you have. Like if it is just the beginning, it's just the pain, or the pain has started radiating to your head also. So there are different levels of cervical spondylitis also. What happens in cervical spondylitis? Mainly this bone, the cervical bone, because of too much bending of the neck or some kind of aging problem, because of the aging problems also, the disc starts deteriorating. So this bone starts coming out. Majorly, it happens because of today's lifestyle of doing be on phone like this. Every time we are seeing the videos and everything on the phone, and we are watching it like this. Basically, your neck should always be straight. So there are some exercises and maintaining, the pain management thing in the exercises. You can have better, pain management. If it is of greater levels, the cervical kind of spondylitis, if it is too much, the bone has come out, it's not going back until and unless you go under surgery. But you can manage the pain by doing some exercises like that.
Okay,
Maybe
ma'am. Actually, a couple of years back, I fell down. So that's
Yeah.
when it started. I had
Yeah,
some
because of
physiotherapy.
trauma, the disc must have come out. That's also happens.
Yeah.
मैम I have one question. जैसे कि हमने अभी 200 hours का ये कोर्स लिया है, then
Yes.
if we want after that कि हम 300 hours का कोर्स लेंगे, then that 300 will added in this 200 or 100 will added in this 200 to make 300.
Regarding this, please ask Rajiv Kanswal, sir, because what happens,
Okay.
yeah, there are different people, like you will be doing 200 after 300 hours, so there will be some kind of material added, kind of 100
Okay.
hours added to your, but
Okay.
there are also people who just skip 200 hours and they do directly 300 hours. So we start from the
Okay.
basic, you know.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions, anyone? Anyone? More questions regarding the course if you have?
Yes.
Yes, tell me.
Open the camera. I don't know why. If I can't participate in the online course, just one day a week or something, is it possible to see there is recording lessons?
Yes, we have everything available. We have recording because as a course, as an online course, the recordings are must. Also, the people who join generally are, working people. So sometimes they can join, sometimes they cannot join. So basically they depend also on the recordings. But we still, request everyone who are not joining because of any reasons to go through the recordings, the same day or maybe within
Yeah.
48 hours, because that's the freshest thing, because if you leave one recording, it's kind of piling on. So
Yes, yes.
but the
Okay.
recordings are available definitely.
And in the website, I don't have the link.
Sorry, for what link?
There is a website, or where can I see the recording?
The recording, we will be giving you the link. It's a YouTube uploaded video of the live video, no? So we will be providing you with the link.
Okay, thank you.
And how many months course is there?
Ma'am, it
2
depends on
months?
the level of the course. Yeah, like, it's a 3 months
Okay.
course for 200, 300 hours. It's more for 500 hours and so on.
Okay.
Any more questions? More contact. For more details, please contact admin, that is Rajiv sir. He has already given you the contact details in the chat box. Anyone is interested in asking more questions? Okay, then I thank you all for joining our webinar today. Hope to see you all in the classes if you join the course.
Thank you so much for nice information.
No, that's my job, not to worry. Thank you so much, everyone. Good night.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.